Welcome back guys, CryptoFollow channel. Today we'd like to talk about trading sessions. Let's dive in. I already made a video about the sessions, but today I would like to share you some more tips, what I personally use, what I pay attention when I trade and use the sessions indicators. First of all, guys, all sessions indicator, you can find a lot of them for free. So it's just indicator which showing you on the chart, time blocks, like London session, New York session, Tokyo, Frankfurt, and maybe Sydney if you trade it. First of all, you have to adjust your time frame and your time zone. You can trade with your time zone or you can trade by UTC time, right? So if you analyze, for example, Forex Factory website, I already explained to you why you have to use it. You can track the news, by UTC time, or you can track the news by your time, a local time. Of course, no makes sense to use sessions indicators on a weekly time frame, on a monthly, or on a daily, because the session mean it's just 24 hour for crypto or market, because crypto never sleep, right? And if you trade a euro, USD, maybe S&P 500, of course you could trade just a local daily session. First of all, you have to understand, I use personally the sessions indicators and my custom indicators just like adjustment tool. So it's not a magic. So if you see some pattern in New York session, sweep at the Asia session, it doesn't mean you can trade this pattern all the time, because maybe it will be the 5 losses in a row. That's the point, guys. So there's no 100% rule. So like London session all the time should sweep the Asia. No, it doesn't work like this one. We have to work in a complex. From the high time frame, we go from weekly time frame to the daily time frame, and then inside a day, we build the context. About the context, I also will make a lot of videos because it's really, really important. Then you identify your personal daily bias for this day. Then you turn on the trading session indicator and track it. Track the more data, what probably can happen during the next sessions. So main session, it's Asia, Europe, like London session, and United States. I use my custom indicator set, but not all of them. Because, for example, take profit indicator, I never use inside a day. So this indicator mostly works for daily time frame, weekly time frame, for investment. Trade on, yes, time to time, I just can turn on this indicator and money power. So inside a day, I'm not use, for example, market mood indicator. Time to time, I can choose ADZ in direction. But intraday, it's just, guys, intraday. So you have to understand it. And I just use it for like adjustment tool. So you can't trade just by signals. Guys, everything should work in a complex. Also, if you got a premium subscription on TradingView, I highly recommend you all the time do the back test with reply bar. Also, take a look, the great feature like random bar. So when you select by yourself, of course, you can select here and you watch it. So here, so you understand how the chart move and the next candles, right? Because you saw it. But you can choose the random bar, and TradingView randomly choose some time period on the chart, which you probably don't know what happened next. So let's say this is a random bars, and this is a compound USDT trading pair. So here, you can do the back test. For example, this is a Tuesday, June 2021. I use the money power indicator, and I use already showed you daily, monthly, yearly opens. This one, so I track the weekly open, daily open. So it means this is a level what I will pay attention when the price will be around these levels. And after that, when we will be here, I will make a decision. It's more for long trade or for the short position. Go to indicators and type session and find a lot of here a session indicator and just mark what you would like to use it. All of them almost the same. So I use MKT session indicator, this one, and Lux Algo session, this one. Both of them show absolutely the same information. There is no magic or so. Also, the session indicator is just about a session, not about a signals. Here on Lux Algo, you can identify the days. It's really, really useful when you do the backtest. So because when you do the backtest, guys, here's a tip. You can't just open trades on a backtest if in real life, at this time, you sleep. So let's be honest with yourself, right? Because of course you can see, oh, here is a great entry, but in real life, that time, it's just 3 a.m. morning, and most likely you will sleep. If you do the backtest, do that backtest like you simulate the real life. So if you are waking up at 7 in the morning, also be honest. Most likely the first things what you do, it's not open trades. So let's be real. That's why I mostly start look at the charts around the Frankfurt session. Adjust the session indicators personally for you. Depends if your TradingView 10. I didn't change here, nothing. I can trade at the New York session. If you trade in New York session, if you need it, you can turn on. If you don't need it, you just turn off. I want to turn on not a Sydney session, I want to turn on the Frankfurt session. For example, you do the backtest. And what we can see now, I go to 1 hour time frame and take a look. So here we got a Sunday night by UTC. We go in Tokyo session higher, right? But we leave the low of New York. Of course, if it's just a low of New York, it doesn't mean it's some crucial level. So the main liquidity pool was here, also in London. At what session we leave the liquidity pool basically doesn't matter, because we walk from liquidity pool to liquidity pool. But inside a day, of course, that liquidity, sessions matter, absolutely. So here we got a money outflow. So most likely would be good to see, here take a look, the daily, weekly, monthly open to test at least daily open. And after that, maybe with this sweep or without, continue rally to the weekly top. Got it. Let's hide, let's mark the daily open, this one. Let's go back to 15-minute time frame and the 5-minute time frame. So when I do the back test, I understand. Here, I'm waking up, and here is a 6:55 a.m. by UTC. Tokyo session, sweep at the previous day high. So here, this was Sunday, and a high was basically in Tokyo session also. Previous day high. So now I want to see the test of previous day high, test daily open. Got it. So I wait the open London session. And like you can see, here's a lot of divergences on the 5-minute time frame. So it's signaling for me. So sooner or later, we will see the reversal move. London open it. I use, for example, the 1% stop loss. Sometimes, but of course, it's not a rule. Take a look when the Frankfurt session form at the top, you can or wait the sweep of that top or open a position, for example, after the Frankfurt close at this, for example, gap and stop loss over the Frankfurt. So let's go back to 2-minute time frame and take a look. So I'm looking to open my short position around here, 236, for example, or 235 with 1% stop loss. Like this one. That's why better for me if we could pump a little bit more. So let's take a look. Pump. So we got a pump. Bump. So probably here I can open, try to open short position. Let's press sell. So here's a sell. And here's my condition, so 1%. But I remind you, most likely the London just can sweep the Frankfurt and going down. So let's track it. So when you open the trade exactly when the Frankfurt session closed, in most cases, better of course wait when the London sweep the Frankfurt. But anyway, of course, this is also possible entry. So let's take a look. If the London sweep it, I can re-enter the trade again. So the London, like you can see, didn't sweep the Frankfurt. So let's mark this one here. So it was an entry. The stop loss 1%, not triggered, and we're going down. And the reward, guys, the reward, the logic, you know, you have to build a logic by session. The logic, I want to see the test of previous day high, test of daily open, and the global, of course, it's a sweep of this low, because we got a Tokyo, Frankfurt, London, New York, sweep it all of that session and going higher. So the Asia triggered all stop losses of previous day. So now I want to see, for example, in by end of Sunday, drop. And like you remember, in most cases before the Monday open, we can see the drop. So everything going good. Take a look. It's a London session. Also, when you trade the sessions, the kill zone, like everyone call it, on London it starts at 12 p.m. So personally, I mostly trade Frankfurt, London. New York, I'm not trade so often, because in New York we got a lot of nukes and it's so volatile. For me, London session, it's more predictable than New York. And Asia, of course, I'm not trade because I sleep while the Asia trades. So I mostly use two zones, two time frames. It's here I track beginning of Frankfurt and how we close the Frankfurt and how we open the London. And after that, I wait or close my profitable trade around 12 p.m., around this area. Or if I'm not open a trade here, I wait to open trade between the kill zone on London. But of course, guys, it's everything totally individual. Totally individual. There's no 100% rules. I just showed you how you can use this indicators, for example, by session. So here we go into test previous day high almost. So probably here before I could close, but look, you can see we didn't touch it. It 11:34. So let's go. And like you can see, that New York came in and almost swept the Frankfurt again. And here is 12. This is what I talk about. So here at 12, we start the main movement. And here's the New York session. New York session. When I see something like this one, most likely I already will close it. So here, because it's like 2%, 2.3% with 10x leverage, it could be, here's a 120 position, but it could be, for example, like 23%. So that's a point. So most likely I could already fix some profit, at least some profit. So let's check it. Of course, it would be good to see the sweep of that previous day high, low. Come on. Just example, guys. I don't know what happened next. I just track together with you. Bam. Yes. But of course, it's risky. In real life, most likely, guys, I already could close it around here. Mostly, I will close it here or here because it's kind of risky, you know. So yes, I could close it, and that's it. But the logic is, it was the risky trade because the London session not sweep the Frankfurt, and especially it's Sunday. In most cases, I could wait the sweep of London, Frankfurt, and only after that we'll open the short. But of course, if you see that London not sweep at the Frankfurt, you know, can be the good entry for trades. And also we'll take a look. When we build this type of liquidity, Frankfurt session, London session, New York session, just to be sure, we will make something like this one sooner or later. Sooner or later, just a matter of time. Take a look on 15-minute time frame. So we're already close at the trade, and just take a look what happened next. So 15-minute time frame, bam. And in New York, yes, we sweep it that high, that liquidity pool. So that's the point. The logic was logical entry. So the entry was logical here. It's good one. 1% stop loss with 10x leverage. It could be like 10% stop loss. So work with proper risk management. The logic to fix profit was a test of previous day high above. Got it. Of course, the next take profit could be at daily open. But look, like you can see, if you so greedy and not took a profit, not close your position, you could get a stop loss. And let's check what's going next with that trade. So here is a London. And most likely now we're going to sweep it that London. New York, going to sweep it. Oh, it's not a New York. New York already finished it. It's before here, before the Asia. So here we sweep it, London. And here's the start of Monday. Monday, we got a Tokyo. So it's a high, mostly the high of previous week. Oh, no, not a week. Here is a previous weekly high. So this is a way how you can work, you know, with the sessions. There is no magic pill which session will sweep which session. So there is no magic pill, right? Everything you can use in a complex. And here we go and continue rally higher. Why? Because of this high. Previous weekly high. So we walk from liquidity to liquidity. So guys, I highly recommend you choose some trading session indicator totally for free, adjust it to your TradingView 10, and use this tool like one of a helpful tool to identify the potential K levels to open position. Guys, I hope you like this video. Subscribe channel, hit the like button, hit the notification button. Don't forget to join my Telegram channel. See you next time, guys.